All right, good afternoon, everyone. I am Chief Meteorologist Griffin Glasscock for Storm Team 44. We're starting to see more of this activity pop up across the tri-state. Another severe thunderstorm warning now in effect for the far southern reaches of the tri-state. Caldwell County, the southern reaches of Caldwell County. We are seeing that potential of 60-mile-per-hour gusts as well as quarter-size hail. So we are going to take a look at this. This is going to be in effect until 2 o'clock. So right now we are 1:16. So this will be in effect for the next 45 minutes, the southern reaches of the tri-state in Caldwell County. So let's zoom into what we're seeing right now. A severe thunderstorm warning just now in effect for those southern reaches just south of Princeton. So right along the western Kentucky Parkway and then to the south. So we're not seeing a ton of activity in Caldwell County right now. It is just crossing over Interstate 24, moving to the northeast. Let's get a loop on that just to kind of show you over the last couple of hours how these storms are really starting to pick up across the tri-state. And we're primarily looking at strong winds, very heavy rainfall, as well as hail. So now that we're looking at it, we do have that severe thunderstorm warning for Caldwell County. So if you are just now tuning in for the southern reaches of Caldwell County until 2 o'clock this afternoon, the potential of producing quarter-size hail as well as those 60-mile-per-hour gusts. Now, I'll tell you, over the last several hours, we've started to see more and more of these storms popping up, and most of them are producing very large hail. So as we zoom out, just to kind of show you what we're seeing across the region, you can see these individual cells even out towards St. Louis, and a lot of them are starting to create mainly that large hail. Some up to 2.5 inches in diameter. So some of these producing close to golf ball to baseball size hail with some of these cells moving in our area. And you can see over the last several hours, we've really started to see some activity producing in the southern reaches of Kentucky. Now, we're going to zoom back into this specific storm. We're also watching one just to the north and west of it that is likely to push into Crittenden and the northern sections of Caldwell County. So we're going to put a loop on that hail swath to kind of get a better idea of what we're seeing, if we are seeing any hail at this hour. And we're really not looking at much popping up right now. And then as far as velocity, we're going to look at and see if there is any rotation associated with this specific system. And we're not seeing a ton, which is good news, mainly looking at those straight-lined winds. Back to radar, looking at reflectivity, we are just seeing very heavy rainfall, and that's something to keep in mind. You know, we've been talking about the damaging winds as well as the hail and even tornadoes, but these cells that are starting to push in could put down very heavy amounts of rainfall in a very short period of time. So we're going to put the warning back on it. As we get to this area, you can see in effect for Caldwell County until 2 o'clock. That does include Lyon, Trigg, and Caldwell counties, and then up to the north of that one, north and to the west. That covers portions of Marshall, Lyon, Graves, and McCracken counties. And I believe that one is until 2 o'clock as well. And then over, we're seeing a tornado warning also inside of that severe thunderstorm warning. So we're going to continue to keep an eye on it. Moving back into the screen, we're going to get a track on this specific system that we're, the cell that we are seeing in Caldwell County right now, so you can get an idea of when you can expect it in your area. This is moving at 40 miles per hour, located over Cravens Bay, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. So that has already moved slightly, but we're going to go ahead and put a line on it so you can get an idea, because it's moving toward Hopkins County at about 40 miles per hour. So over the next, let's just say the next hour, where we can expect it. So Dawson Springs, we are expecting to see that around 1:49. So over the next 20 to 25 minutes, 202 in St. Charles, Arlington, 213. This is moving pretty slow, like we were saying, about 40 miles per hour. Let me see if I can get this removed off of here. There we go. So you all get a better idea of where we're seeing. Otter Pond, 127, 137. Lewistown, Lakeshore, 145. Dawson Springs, 149. Madisonville, 219. So still going to be about 45 minutes to an hour until we get this moving into the central portions of Hopkins County. So again, if you are just now tuning in, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Caldwell County until 2 o'clock. So if you are in this area, just make sure that you are staying aware. Stay inside. We're not seeing a tornado warning, but could still likely happen in the next. We already have a tornado warning for areas to the south and to the west of this specific warning that we're seeing in Caldwell County. So just keep your guard up. This is not going to be the end of these warnings. So that's why I'm kind of staying on this a little long, and we'll get you back to programming here shortly. But I do want you to be aware over the next couple of hours, we're going to see more of these storms popping up. So if you are just now tuning in, I do want you to have a plan in place. Make sure that you do have a place to go, have a way to get those watches and warnings over the next couple of hours, because we're just starting to see most of these ramp up. And in the next couple of hours, this is going to become more of a widespread system pushing through. And we will see those damaging winds as well as hail and even that potential of tornadoes and flooding. For now, we're going to send it back to programming, but make sure you are staying here with Storm Team 44 over the course of this afternoon and evening, and we will continue to keep you up to date with these storms moving through the area.